In the great city of Athens, King Aegeus ruled, a man marked by a fate that seemed endless. His throne, empty of heirs, reflected a deep void in his heart. With each passing day, the weight of an unfulfilled destiny tormented him. He cried out to the gods, not only for wisdom but for an answer that could fill the emptiness of his life. Yet the gods remained silent, as if they had abandoned him with a burden far too heavy to bear. The only voice that could be heard was that of the Oracle of Delphi. In desperation, Aegeus journeyed to Delphi, hoping that there, in the oracle's cryptic words, he would find the key to solving his dilemma. However, the answer was more mysterious than he could have ever imagined. Do not untie the mouth of the wineskin nor the strap of your sandal until you reach Athens. Confused and troubled, the king returned to his city, unable to understand the true meaning of the divine words, as if fate itself were toying with his agony. On his way back, Aegeus was guided by the breath of fate to the city of Troezen, where he was welcomed by Theseus, the local king. Theseus, understanding the visitor's distress, realized that Aegeus was searching for an heir and, seizing the opportunity, hatched a devious plan. The king of Troezen got Aegeus drunk and encouraged him to sleep with his daughter, Aethra. That night, as a result of the drunkenness and manipulation, the son Aegeus had longed for was conceived. Theseus, a boy who would one day be known as a hero, but whose life would be marked by challenges and tragedies. Before leaving, Aegeus, driven by hope and unable to fully understand the prophecy, left a heavy stone behind the palace. Beneath that stone, he placed his wineskin, his sword, and his sandals, creating a challenge for the future. If you have a son, let him grow strong and brave. When he is worthy, let him come to Athens and prove he is my son. He must lift the stone and recover the items placed beneath it. And so, with this enigmatic promise, Aegeus departed, unaware that his future was in fact tied to this unknown son. Theseus grew up under the care of Aethra, who told him stories of his distant father. She instilled in him the courage and sense of justice that ran through his bloodline. When the time was right, Aethra revealed the secret of the stone. With a strength that seemed to come from a greater destiny, the young man lifted the heavy rock and, with it, the items his father had left as proof. Theseus then felt the spark of an epic journey ignite in his heart. He set out for Athens, determined to prove his lineage and claim the throne that had been destined for him. To do so, he chose the most dangerous path, filled with bandits and challenges, a path that would make him a legend. Throughout his journey, Theseus faced monstrous creatures and relentless wrongdoers. His encounter with Peri, a treacherous bandit, and the fight against the cruel Procrustes, who forced travelers to fit the size of his bed, became tales of courage and resilience. Each battle, each triumph of Theseus struck at the heart of Athens, foreshadowing his arrival and revealing the name of a hero who would soon be celebrated. Finally, Theseus reached Athens, bringing with him the items left by his father, Aegeus, as proof of his identity. However, upon entering the city, he found a kingdom on the brink of destruction. Athens, gripped by fear, was sending young tributes to the Minotaur, the monstrous beast imprisoned in the Labyrinth of Crete. Theseus, determined to prove his lineage, faced not only physical challenges, but the intrigues of Medea, wife of Aegeus, who saw him as a threat to the children she had with the king. Medea tried to manipulate Aegeus, convincing him that Theseus might be an impostor and suggesting that he be eliminated. But when Theseus finally presented himself to his father, the revelation was clear. Theseus was, without a doubt, the son Aegeus had longed for. The moment of recognition between father and son was profound and filled with emotion. However, peace would be short-lived. Fearing the power Theseus might gain, Medea suggested he be sent to Crete to face the Minotaur on an impossible mission. hoping he wouldn't return. But Theseus, with an indomitable spirit, didn't hesitate. He volunteered for the mission, not just for honor, but for the promise of freedom for Athens. Before he left, he made a vow to his father: "If I return victorious, the sails of our ship will be white. If I die, the sails will be black." With the help of Ariadne, the daughter of King Minos, Theseus entered the Labyrinth of Crete. The thread provided by Ariadne was his only guide. At the heart of the labyrinth, Theseus faced the Minotaur in a fierce battle and, with unmatched courage, defeated the beast. Using the thread as his guide, he emerged victorious from the labyrinth and, with the Athenian youths freed, began his journey back to Athens. But fate, always cruel, had other plans. Theseus, overwhelmed with the joy of victory, forgot to fulfill his promise. The ship's sails were changed to black, a fatal sign that Aegeus, waiting anxiously, interpreted as the death of his son. The king, consumed by grief, threw himself from the heights of the Acropolis, believing his only hope had been lost. When Theseus arrived, victory in hand, he found Athens shrouded in sorrow. The weight of the loss was overwhelming. His father, the man he had longed to recognize as his own, was dead. And Theseus at last understood the bitter lesson. In every victory, there lies the seed of a loss. Now, as the new king of Athens, Theseus would rule wisely, establishing laws that ensured democracy and uniting the cities of Attica. His legacy, both of greatness and human flaws, would become eternal, remembered as the founder of Athens and one of the greatest heroes of Greek mythology. However, his journey was far from over. He would carry the weight of his choices, bearing the scars of a hero who had conquered monsters, but also fallen into the traps of pride and ambition. But that is a story for another time, another video. We'll see you in the next journey. Bye.